How's it going? We are about to ship you your drone. I wanted to give you a quick rundown of the setup and the controls. I highly recommend, like I always have, getting into a simulator if you don't have a lot of experience with FPV. Flying FPV is not the same as flying your other drones. So you are going to be in full control of this drone even when it is in what's called stabilized or angle and horizon mode. Those modes will stabilize the aircraft when you let off the sticks, but it will drift, it will go up and down. The throttle does not keep itself hovering. You have to always be manually controlling the throttle. So you've got throttle up and down. You've got left and right on yaw, which spins the aircraft on a single axis horizontally. We then have forward pitch and rear pitch, which pitches forward and rear. We got left and right, roll right, roll left on the axis of rolling. Your switches should always be forward or away from you when you power up the radio and the drone. This battery should be strapped in. Because I'm just doing a little bit of bench testing, I'm not going to strap it in. What we have is before you do anything, especially when you first get it, you always want to check that the props spin free. It should not really rub up against the edges. There is a video you can watch on my YouTube channel that I'll link you that show you how to seat props if they're a little too close or they're kind of rubbing. For the most part, you just want to make sure that these ducts are nice and rounded out and that they're in the right position, and you shouldn't have any issues. So they all spin free. I now am going to show you the switches. So the two switches you need to be concerned about are going to be this switch right above the throttle. It is switch B, SB. This is your arming switch. SC on the right side is going to be your mode switch. In all reality, you should always have this switch all the way up for acro mode. Acro mode is going to be full manual, no stabilization. This is the mode that you're really going to be shooting in when you learn how to fly. Stabilized modes, or what we call angle, is going to be in the middle position. The middle position on angle mode means that when you let off the sticks, again, it's going to stabilize itself flat and it's going to try to hover, but you have to keep it moving or hovering with the throttle. You also need to make sure that the wind doesn't push it and drift it. When you're in the bottom selection, which is called horizon mode, this means that you can actually let off the sticks and it stabilizes, but if you push far right, it will roll. If you push far forward, it will flip. When you let off, it will stabilize itself. This is not a bad way of learning how to do flips and rolls. However, again, remember, manual mode is the only mode you're really ever going to be able to fly in, and you need to be able to stop those flips and rolls yourself. The only way to do that is to train by just doing acro full manual. The other thing is the reason it's called angle mode is there's an angle set, which is 55 degrees, which if you full left, full right, full forward, full back, it will not flip or roll. It will only go to that maximum angle and then stop. So that's your mode selection. Now we're going to arm the aircraft just to show you. You should not really be doing this on a table. I'm a professional. I'm being very cautious here. I don't have anything that's going to get sucked in or anything. So here we go. Arm the props. Disarm the props. Arm the props. Disarm the props. When armed, it will stay at idle until you touch the throttle. The moment you touch the throttle, it will start to try to ramp that throttle up, and that's going to be what's called air mode. You can disable air mode, but you actually want to fly with air mode most of the time. If you ever have a situation where you're flying indoors and it starts kind of sucking itself into a wall or a roof or ceiling or something, I can show you how to disable air mode for those very unique situations. But for the most part, you're going to want air mode, because when you drop the throttle, that's what air mode does, is it keeps everything kind of nice and tight on the PID settings. So this is your setup. This is what you'll be getting in a few days. Again, there's some other videos I want to show you, but for the most part, this is the first rundown of everything and how it all operates. Have a great day.